Hello at work. Stay calm. Keep hustling.
It is Monday, the 22nd day of January 2024. It is a beautiful day here in the city of Jos, Plateau State capital. And we are live in the studio of Unity Radio/TV on the ZINARIYA hills of Jos. As usual, we bring to you inciting, educative, and at some point entertaining program on your favorite TV show, Hello at Work. I am your host for today, Fari Josephine, and as the culture has been, I am not alone in the studio.
All right, my name is Kayatarwa Ibrahim, and I also warmly welcome you onto this program.
Thank you for joining us. Our first story for today. 42-year-old Chinasa Tepase Solomon is the father of 6 in his claim. The economic hardship has led him to the choice of selling his 4th child, 8 years old Usafa Chiana Tele, with the hope to train his other children with the profits. In the process, he enlisted the services of an accomplice, one Pius or one Doka in Benue State, to link him up with buyers in Abuja. Unaware, intelligence operative of the NSCDC FCT got the wind of the ill act and immediately deployed to pose as buyers. When interrogated, the suspect Chiana Tepase Solomon said in his defense, "I have to find a way so that I can train some of my children, the other ones. So I have no choice but to ask one of my tribal men, how will I get money to train some of my children?" From there, he offered some help. I have to find a way so that I can train some of my children, the other ones. So I have no choice but to ask one of my tribal men how I will get money to train some of my children. From there, he advised me on ways. And on the other hand, the accomplice said he asked me and said he has suffered and have a lot of children, so he wants to use one and get money. Whether I have any idea on it, which I said no, but I will get back to him. The commandant of the National Civil Defense Corps, FCT, Olushola Odumosu, says the trafficking syndicate, who uses the code name he-goat and she-goat to identify their victim genders, refused the offer of 12 million naira before transaction was concluded for the asking price. He also added that they have all their conversation on tape in case of denial. The suspect and the victim have been handed over to the National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, for further investigation and prosecution. The representative of NAPTIP, Fina Shirye, said they are going to investigate the matter and ensure other victims are rescued, and she assured the public of a positive feedback.
All right, with this particular story, I think my opinion is what, in the first place, is the mother of the children actually aware of this planned selling? Because if you are a mother, definitely you've given birth to, even if you give birth to 100 children, you all love them equally.
Of course.
And you wouldn't want to just, let go of one because of the father's selfish interest, because I can call this selfish interest.
Of course it is
what
selfish.
Happens to the issue of we planning over our kids, the future of our own children? You might decide to, this is the 21st century. And we have places where we have government-owned schools.
Yeah.
Where you can actually train them. You send them to school. That's for the primary, secondary, and in the university level, you may decide to train one person. In a family of 10, you can decide to even train just one person. And with that one person, if you are lucky enough and be prayerful, that one person can actually gain a job. He might be employed, and from there he might decide to train 1 or 2, even if he doesn't train the rest.
This man is just having 6 children.
If you have, the others can actually go for handwork.
Of course, they wouldn't necessarily go to school.
After attending government-owned primary school and secondary school, they might decide to learn a trade.
Of course.
Not really actually going to universities. How many university graduates you have sitting down at home?
At home.
You don't just pick a person and say you want to sell this person because you have an interest of actually training other children. You know, it's wrong and it's not proper.
It's not proper.
And I bet if the mother is there, I don't think he actually seek the mother's
permission before he did that.
And if he does and she said yes, then you as the saying goes, not all mothers, if it's not as when you give birth you are a mother. No.
You know, again, to justify his act, he said the economic hardship led him to want to do that. Okay, what has he been doing as a father? What happened to going for laborers, for working part-time jobs, right? Or business.
To hawk all jobs.
There are people. What even happened
even we here, we are laborers.
Of course.
For you to sit down here actually to talk over an hour, you know, in front of a TV, or a lot of people think, no, this is something I want to be. No. At times you even find speed to even swallow. You couldn't find, because you have to be your knowledge. You are working with your brain, and you need to feel that stress after the program, because it's also stressful. And if you have strength and you are a man, you can go, just like she said, be a hawker, hawk something around. We see a lot of men actually selling pure water, selling sachet waters all over, and also we have all these snacks that a lot of men sell
of course.
in parks, on the streets, you know, congested streets where you find a lot of hold up there. So selling a child is not an excuse. Poverty is not an excuse for you to actually sell out a human, because if he enjoys selling that particular child, he might someday decide to sell another one.
Yes.
And it will come to the turn that he has to sell his wife.
That's
Yes.
sad.
Because if the richest men we have on earth are not lying down, they are always hustling hustling, and then you that want to sell a child for you to actually gain money,
too, and then
that money will not be enough.
It will finish. You know, when I was coming this morning, there's this man around Polo roundabout. He fries akara.
Okay.
Yes, he's a man. He fries akara. If you're coming from Polo roundabout, you'll see the man there frying akara. So what is your excuses, Mr. Man? What is your? I know.
Not like you are ill.
You're not ill. You're able-bodied man, well built, and then you want to sell your child, and then who knows? Just as my colleague said, he will sell one, and then you will want to sell another one.
It will reach the turn of the wife. You have to sell her out. After selling the wife, you have to sell himself.
Yes. So you're going to be a family of sellers. You sell everybody. And then
buyers.
We really appreciate the response of the NSCDC. They really tried for them to be able to stand to post as buyers. So imagine if they weren't on top of the situation, if they weren't really doing their job at that point in time, that young boy would have been sold. And then the father don't even care what will be done to the child. Whether the child will be killed, whether he will be trafficked out into another country.
After selling a human, you don't have any access
to the child,
any knowledge regarding that particular person you've already sold out, because you know, I don't think you have any excuse for you to say, where are you taking him to?
No.
Where are you guys living? Because they might not you know, disclose their location and where they are heading to, because tomorrow when the money finishes, you might decide to go to a police station nearby, report that someone stole your child, and trace them to where they are, and take back your child after spending their money. Things doesn't work out that way. So you know, poverty is not an excuse for you to actually sell out your children. You might decide to take all the children, go to farm something. After harvest, you decide to pick any of them that you want to actually train in school. So poverty is never an excuse. Yes, we shouldn't do that. It's very, very wrong. Because God gave you a lot of children doesn't mean that you can actually post them as
on their faith.
You know, flourish a business with the children. Yes, they do have their own rights as children, and their faith also. You know, they have a future and they want to become something in the future. So you won't just, you know, cut their life short because of your own selfish interest.
So our second story here reads: Police arrest 3 cops over $3,000 extortion.
All right, before we take that particular, I think we are going on a commercial and music break with the men on console. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hello at work. Stay calm, keep hustling, and live life to the fullest.